you need to inform the public of what these people have done, okay? These judges are not guilty until they are found guilty by the law or by evidence before the court.
Exactly.
Okay?
That is why we should not allow speculation. That is why we should not allow
you will not allow
speculation that they are not guilty.
You will not allow speculation. If you allow,
let me give you an instance.
Free flow of reportage. You understand? If you allow a
the reportage is going to come out. The reportage is going to come out. So the judiciary will definitely make available
whether or not you want it to be reported or not. It's still going to be reported.
We are saying, for instance,
the journalists have always reported.
For instance, what the agency has said is that these things will be made available to. There are judicial correspondents, and these things will be made available to them. They will report it the way legal issues are reported. Because don't
whether it was judges that were involved or not.
As a lawyer, you know
journalists report proceedings in court.
These things are not the things that a layman would easily understand.
Yes, I get that, but what I'm saying is,
even a law report.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
What does this law report say?
Let him ask you a question. I will sit and just listen to both of you.
Before now, do journalists cover proceedings in court? Before now,
they don't. They don't do. They don't. They don't. They don't cover it live. They don't cover it live.
Yeah, they don't cover it live.
Exactly. That's our point.
But you understand? The report. You understand?
Nothing has changed.
That report I'm talking about.
Nothing has changed.
I'm talking about the report.
Nothing has changed from the reporting. We are talking about live coverages. Should there be live coverages of what
hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
It is not a secret environment.
What can go wrong? What can go wrong? Because you're really very vehement about this.
It's a position I have to be vehement about. I mean, you ridicule the entire system, you ridicule the entire judiciary, you cause speculation, you see people that will now be betting. You see people that will now be betting. Oh, will this one be found culpable, or will this one not be found culpable? You won't be surprised to find somebody putting 10 million on the ground and saying that look, it must go this way.
The court is going to look into the issue
that is not what
based
we want
on
to
the evidence before it.
Let me send the same question to him, but recouch it to say, what will be the benefit of putting this on the live coverage?
I am not totally for the live coverage.
Is there a partial live coverage?
So
No,
you agree with me 50%?
I'm for the fact that it should be reported.
You agree with me 50%?
You understand? But to the extent that
you agree with me 50%.
No, I don't agree with
the topic says live coverage of court sessions. Live coverage.
I don't agree. I don't agree with you.
Me 50%.
I'm saying that it should be covered, but to the extent that the judges involved and the judges presiding, that they should not be jeopardized. That's what I'm saying.
How would that not? How can that be prevented?
It can be prevented.
How?
It can be prevented if the journalists are intelligent enough to check the process.
Okay, now you are reducing it to the level of intelligence of the journalist. How do we guarantee this? How do we guarantee the intelligence of the journalist who is going to be covering?
There are ethics of the profession of journalism. There are ethics.
That is why we must limit it. That is why we must limit it.
Okay, gentlemen.
Excuse me, is the duty of the NBC by the NJC to look into that?
That is why we should
look into that.
Okay, hold on. Are we sweeping or making light of the Freedom of Information Bill? Because at some point, the Senate proceedings didn't used to be covered live. Yes. But I think it's now a live event. Right?
Yes.
So all the arguments, including those sleeping and those that people have discredited to be national liabilities.
And they don't show us when the book, the jumbo pay is being distributed. They don't show us.
Are you saying that they share money on the floor? What are you saying?
Of course, they share that one outside the floor. Why don't they share it on the floor? So that we know. We Nigerians should also know. So these things are not, all things are good, but not all things are expedient.
That's Bible. That's Bible.
You see, I quote from everywhere. Okay. You may not be surprised. I will quote from Quran in the process of this discussion. But the point is that we can keep making the point, the valid point.
Okay,
let me rendered to live coverage.
Let me ask Ufeli. You think such coverages will interfere with the role of the media as it's guaranteed by the Constitution if it is not happening? Do you think the role of the media would be at risk if what he is saying takes effect, where we don't have a live coverage of these proceedings. Remember, these guys they went to pick them. Yeah. And the information we have, or information that's been put out there by the SSS, is that they've been investigated, they've been found to be culpable for the crimes they were accused of. So if that proceeding has started with breaking of doors and exposing their personalities and even calling their names and putting up their pictures, what is new?
Let me start by saying that it is not the duty of the SSS to decide the guilt of the alleged.
So upon what basis were they arrested? Yeah, upon what basis were they arrested?
Suspicion. There was reasonable suspicion. Hello. There was reasonable suspicion that they committed an offense. Okay. And they were arrested on the strength of that.
On strength of what?
Do you understand? They were arrested on the strength of the suspicion that they have committed the offense. You understand? They are not guilty of the offense.
I'm going to digress deliberately for 60 seconds and ask that, okay, if they were arrested on the strength of that suspicion, their pictures are all over the place. So you put a face to a suspicion, it makes the person a suspect. So these judges are already being proclaimed suspects. So you bring them to the court of law where justice is meant to be administered, and you think that should not be covered?
Exactly.
They are already public.
That is even more reason. You see.
They are already suspects now.
Exactly. That is even the more reason why it should not be covered. Because.
But we know them now. We know them.
What they have done, what the DSS and these authorities have done.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to allow you to. I'm going to allow you to take your breath. Hold on. I'm going to let you take your breath. Hold on.
Before they are even convicted.
Hold on. I'm going to let you. I'm going to let you take your breath and tell us what exactly you think the DSS did that they should have undone or shouldn't have done or should undo. Yeah. We'll take a short break. When we return, we'll continue on Face Up. We're looking at media coverage. How relevant is this for the trial of the judges, accused or alleged judges who were alleged to have committed financial impropriety? Stay with us. Face Up will be right back.